All right, this is Bubble Bobble Part 2. We're going to play it, and it's going to be great. Time's on my hit start. 3, 2, 1, Johnny go. We're going to skip the story. We don't care. So, main thing in this game is sticking onto the item route, which is extremely difficult to do when you screw up, which we're fine. So we collect a shoe on level 1 by bouncing on balloons. When we collect 2 shoes, we'll get an umbrella, which lets us skip levels, which is what we want to do because it's a speedrun. Good luck there on RNG. So we have 2 shoes now. Next level, an umbrella will spawn. We're gonna get some buffered jumps there. Oops, didn't want food. So that we can spawn a shoe faster later. There's our umbrella. It's gonna skip us to level 6. Remember, we're cruising through the game. This level is actually exceptionally difficult if you are trying to go fast because that fire guy is random. Oh no, that's not good. We don't want to die or be in there with him. This is bad. Alright, so that's 2. 2 food. We gotta remember, we gotta be able to count to 10, otherwise things are gonna go bad. So 2 food, we're gonna let that one despawn, because 2 is a lot. Because we're going to collect some food on this level. When we get 10 food, we'll get a heart. Hearts are not good or useful, except for we need them once. No, I missed. So bouncing again for shoes. Hopefully we'll get a normal number of bounces. There we go, 5. And we'll just try and get in the bottom left corner so the level ends a little bit faster. We're going to collect our next umbrella here, just skip us to the next mini-boss. Umbrellas skip up to 3 levels, but they won't ever skip a mini-boss or boss. We're going to start using charged bubbles on this boss, so it does slightly more damage. I have no idea how much HP a boss has in this game, but... Oh, I missed it. Oh well. So we're going to go slow there, kill him down at the bottom of the screen, collect the food. It's 3 food, I think. Alright, so we got a crystal. We want a lot of those, but we don't want to collect them because that's bad. So we're going to let that crystal despawn, get it out of our way. And then we will hopefully kill the level, or kill this guy and bounce to end the level. Alright, so we've cleared the level. We have our shoes. Our bounces for shoes. We're gonna get a shoe here. Hopefully. Yeah, okay. The other thing that spawns pretty regularly in the speedrun, because it's the number of bubbles you shoot, is candy. Candy makes your bubbles shoot further, which is entirely useless in this game, because you can only have 1 bubble being shot at a time. So them going further is just not useful at all. Candy should spawn on this level, right there. Oh no! Oh, we died. That's not particularly awesome. We'll get that food. Hopefully, we don't die again. Because when you die, it resets all your counters, which means we're out on the crystal counter, which is not... Oh, I forgot to bounce for a shoe. Oh no. We're off the item route. That's not good. Oh, there's the shoe. No way. All right, hold on. We might be okay. We might save it. Yeah, we did it. Yeah, you're supposed to bounce for a shoe on 13. I forgot. Again, we want the umbrellas. And then hopefully we won't die on 18 or 19, and we'll just get to the boss and everything will be great. We can get that. We for sure can get that. We're going to bounce for another shoe here. Grab the extra food. Okay, on 19 we're going to kill everything, collect all the food, spawn a heart, and then go to the next boss. So we're waiting for star bubbles here, which are random. Really bad RNG there. There's our food, there's our hearts, and level's over. We got a bunch of lives, everything's great. Nothing could go wrong at this point. So this boss, you pretty much want shoes, otherwise you're never going to be able to kill him without taking damage. And you really want to be able to kill him without taking damage. Because you really want this heart on stage 22. Because it'll save you 15 seconds. This is the volleyball minigame. Every time one person scores, you lose 3 seconds. So there's 3-second time loss right there. Ideally, you end this game 0-0. No one ever does because it's freaking impossible. Barcelona cheats. I guarantee it. And then, yeah, we'll just do this for the next 40 some odd seconds. Yeah, we got time for donations. Unless I start cursing because I dropped the ball like 4 times in a row.
Not a good game, but it is a good game. I think it's a good game.
Honestly, anything under 4 scores is like pretty good. I think world record has 5. Jake's pretty mad about that. No, there's 3.
Games that are like popular.
Also, there's 4 because apparently I just spiked it straight into Barcelona's face. Generally, you want to lose this. Also, there's that. Barcelona will just throw the game once you're about to be okay. Generally, you want to lose because it's faster for Barcelona to sit here and like gloat than it is for Barcelona to walk off the screen and you to celebrate and get some lives. Uh-oh. Yeah, okay, that was bad. We got a crystal, that's okay. Oh no. Alright, well, this is not great. That's fine. No! That sucks. Alright, we're still on the item route, but we're gonna have to take a lot of time in the next level, which is also a problem. But hopefully it won't be too big of a deal. That's 1 food. I think I'm supposed to, oh, it's 2 food, damn it. I'm supposed to bounce for a bubble there, or shoe here too. So hopefully this is candy. It is, we're fine. So normally what you would want to do is you would damage boost through these spikes up here, but since we got hit, we can't do that, so we have to float. And this takes an insanely long amount of time to get through here. Also, those spikes clip into the wall some there, so you die way sooner than you want to. So 3 or 4, let's get 5, 6. All right, cool. I think I said we're at, what, 2 food, hopefully. Don't want to be here, damn it. Alright, so we're gonna be in there, kill those guys like that, get that shoe, kill them. Ah! Oh, that's a bummer. So hopefully we kill all 3 of these guys in one go. I don't want that. Nope, alright. Alright, that should be okay. We're gonna... Do you bounce for a shoe here? I don't remember. Well, we'll find out. So we're gonna wait. First, we'll let this level end. Oh, we don't bounce for a shoe there. Okay, yeah, because the shoe will take precedence over the umbrella that we'll get right there. So sweet. We did that right. Bounce for a shoe on this level after we kill every enemy. Normally you'd take a death here because you would have too many lives. That is not the case at the moment. So we'll bounce here for a shoe on the next level. The pencil that you saw spawn here spawns every like 20 levels or 21 levels. It gives you an extra continue, which hopefully we won't see. Oh no! Oh well. How did that not get you? Alright, there we go. We gotta bounce for a shoe here once we're done killing all the enemies. These moving platforms are really jank. They definitely eat inputs. So we got our shoe. This is one of the hardest levels in the game. These enemies bounce not helpfully. Like that. We're gonna wait here and hopefully play this just really safe. Oh no. That guy's trapped, which is also a problem. So we gotta wait for this food to despawn. There we go. Oh no! There we go. Alright, cool. We're fine. Everything's fine. Nothing to see here. We're getting that. Oh, we're not getting that food. Hell yeah. Oh no, there's a guy in a bubble. How did I not see you? No, game over. All right, so this is bad. We are fully off the item route now. Yeah, level 29 absolutely sucks. This level's miserable. One food's not too bad. We're gonna bounce for a shoe here.
Oh my god.
We were hoping that bubble would come down, but it did not. Dude, what the heck's up with this guy? Just get out of there. Alright, so that was one food, I think. Why am I... What is going on? Why am I floating? So now we're off the item route. We don't have any crystals. That is bad. That means we're probably going to be playing most of the final 20 levels, which obviously, if you can skip levels, you want to be. But that's okay. We'll get through here. It'll be fine. That is dough. I think that's 3 food. We're gonna keep counting food just because we want to know when we're gonna get a heart. A lot of these levels are not so bad, but when you have to sit here and like prep, it can be a little challenging. I don't remember. Oh yeah, this is supposed to be a crystal. It won't be. This probably won't be an umbrella. We'll see. Yeah, this should have been an umbrella, but we're off the count, so things are unfortunate. There's a candy, which also things are going sideways. We didn't want the candy. It's fine. That's 4 food. 33. I think we're gonna try. This is why you don't want candy. Did you see that nonsense? Oh, there's a crystal. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in that trash can, there's 5 enemies or 4 enemies. As long as you don't touch it, they don't spawn. You don't have to worry about it. 34 is a miserable level. You never want to be here, ever. And we're not going to get the shoe, which is going to be a problem. We did want that shoe, so that's kind of a bummer.
It's all like,
Yeah, so this is normally a level you wouldn't see in the speedrun, so it's not a level I've practiced a ton. But we're gonna try and get some bounces on some bubbles here so we get a shoe. Ah. There's a shoe, that's good. I didn't want to do that, that's bad. So you're gonna see what happens when you touch a trash can. Alright, that wasn't too bad. We'll bounce for another shoe here. Actually, I don't know if we want to bounce for a shoe here. We'll do 4. Hopefully this is an umbrella. It is, nice. Alright, well I guess we'll kill these guys first. This should take us... Okay, almost the boss. We have 1 food, or 1 crystal if I remember correctly. We want to try and get up to 2 before we do this. We're gonna get the food, maybe? Yeah, no, we're not. We're gonna wait for that. Next level is the boss, easiest boss in the game. You can't die unless you jump. So, one interesting thing about bosses is they do take away the candy power-up. So you do lose it, which is nice, because you don't really want it. This is another mini-game. You have to collect all the crystals. Whoever has the most at the end wins. You get lives if you win. Unfortunately, Barcelon doesn't actually try to win this game. He just tries to screw with you, so you almost always lose time here. Because Barcelon just doesn't care. He just wants to ruin your speed run. 40's okay. You're shooting for like 42. That's pretty common. I think best ever was like 46, we think. That's absolutely based Barcelon, but onward to 41. I forgot how this level works. We're gonna grab this shoe. 9 lives is actually kind of a problem, but we're gonna sit here and accept it for now. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for good measure. Because we're probably going to be playing a lot of extra levels, so more lives is not going to be a bad thing. I hate these rock enemies! Alright, whatever. We got a shoe. We'll do that. I'll mash for a candy. Ideally, this will be something that's useful to me. Candy, okay, so candy's fine. That's not great, but whatever. We don't need the candy, so it's not a big deal if we miss it. Unfortunately, we can't gain crystal counter after an item is spawned, though, so anytime what we're spending right now is just wasted. Crystals spawn after, I don't know, it's like every... We're stuck in between screens right now. Crystals spawn every, like, I don't know, 2 minutes or 3 minutes, something like that. Might even be faster. Oh, Umbrella's not great, though. That's not awesome. That's bad. Oh well, we missed the umbrella. I guess we'll bounce for another shoe then. This is a level you want to skip if you can, so it's a bummer we got to do it. I don't understand how I got a bounce there, but whatever. No, we missed. You really want that guy dead in 2 phases? It's a bummer he didn't die in 2 phases. Ah, alright. This is why you don't want to do this level. It's miserable. Alright, we're just gonna try and get up here before... There we go. Alright, it's dead. We're fine. We'll deal with pissed off bad guys. Alright, there we go. Our level's over. We're fine. We're gonna bounce again. Yeah, all those burgers. Casual burger! Alright, we got a heart. That's not great. Oh. Oh, whatever, that's fine. We lost the heart, that's good. I don't know what we want to do here. We've still only seen 1 crystal. There's pretty much no way we're not gonna have to play an extra 20 levels. Alright, I'll get that crystal out of the way. And then we'll bounce for another shoe. 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. So, at this point, I think we're just trying to skip levels. I don't think we'll get a star rod unless I play super, super slow here. We'll grab that, though, because there's a good chance we'll need it.
Yeah, they got the I was going to family and I did the game just happened to more than anything.
We didn't get good spark bubble spawn, but that's okay. We'll do it there. So that's not a bad level, honestly. Bounce again for Shoe. This is the truck mini-boss. You actually can't kill this mini-boss. You have to just kill all the small enemies in this stage. Normally we'd take some deaths here, but again, we don't want to be doing that probably right now. You're safe up top, it can't get you, so wait out the food despawning.
Oh, right.
Normally this would be like the last 10 levels of the game that we would be seeing right here. Unfortunately, that will not be the case. We'll get more of this. We'll try and end levels fast at this point, I think, instead of waiting out. Getting that guy in the middle can be kind of a pain. You kind of just shoot through the wall. Umbrella. Alright. I don't know where this is going to take us. Probably nowhere good. Hey, we skipped one of the worst levels in the game, though, so that's nice. Oh no. Stupid star bubble. So the star bubbles, if the stars spawn too high, you don't actually get them. Which is kind of a pain on this level because they just kind of get stuck up top. But that should be fine. Oh, crystal, that's 3. We might just try. How many? We gotta wait for 3 crystals here, I think. Would be the ideal number of crystals to spawn in the next 3 levels. We can maybe make that work. I don't know. We'll see. we'll play it by ear. We can always get a crystal in the late 60s too, probably, and that should be all right. Just dodge this guy for a while, see what happens. The speed run, so we're going slow. Yeah, 7 crystals will spawn you a star rod if you don't collect any of the crystals or die game over. And the star rod will skip you to the next major boss. So ideally, in the speed run for any percent, we collect it on level 61, which lets us skip all the way to 79, which is the second to last boss, also second to last level. Kill 2 bosses, end the game. So right now we're just waiting. With any luck, we'll get a crystal here in just a sec, and then we can go. Hopefully we didn't get an item and I didn't see it. Or didn't miss it. Oh, there's a crystal, sick. Alright, so we got a crystal. I didn't despawn it, thankfully. I did die, though, which is kind of unfortunate. Alright, dude, this level's so miserable. This is another level you would ideally skip in a speedrun. But here we are doing it. These water bubbles are a pain in the ass. Alright, here we go. So, 2 crystals, or 3 crystals till the star rod. If we do a crystal on 58, 59, then we can get it on 61, and we can be back on the item route. This level is kind of a pain, because there's so many of these bouncing guys. But if we kill a couple of them, we should be able to dodge them pretty easily. We'll just let them go, though. Again, we're just going to wait for the crystal here. As slow as this seems, waiting like 2 minutes a level, it will still be significantly faster than playing 62 through 80, because those levels are extremely difficult. Very good chance you will game over multiple times on like some of them, like 68. So ideally, we just don't do them. That guy hopefully will just bounce around up top too and not come down here because he's moving fast. When enemies are moving fast, they tend to have much more erratic movement than they would normally have. Oh, here he comes. It's fine. But we'll wait and hopefully just wait for the crystal to spawn here. So the further in the game you get, also, the shorter enemies will stay in the bubbles, and the more lives you have, the less time they'll stay in the bubbles. So typically, you want to have lower lives, so enemies will stay in bubbles faster, or longer, sorry, and that they will, oh, here we go. Oh, we gotta kill him. So the time limit enemy is spawned, which kind of a pain. We'll just hunt you down right there, and he will just go until you die. Well, we aren't gonna get a crystal, probably, unless we're super, super lucky, which would be super cool. Crystal, please? Nope. All right, so no crystal. We'll get a crystal here, hopefully, and then we can get 2 crystals later. Broccoli, no! Alright, well, we're in trouble now. We were trying to get 2 crystals. Unfortunately, we didn't get any on 58 or 59. So that's going to be a problem. We're just going to kill this boss really fast. You normally would waste time here. Oh, how did I not die? Normally you would waste time here to spawn a crystal on 61. But we're not going to do that because crystal will probably spawn on 61 anyway, or a candy will, which would be miserable. And we can just play and hopefully finish the game. Oh, we did die, dang it. So if you time that right, you can get this food at the top third of the screen. It will save you 7 seconds because the level will just end. Unfortunately, he shot as he died, so I had to dodge that. This is the third and final minigame. It's basketball, basically. I say you can't win this game. You can, but it sucks. And the timer doesn't stop when someone scores, so you can just sit here and not bother playing because you won't win anyway. So just sit in the corner and end the level on the far left. It's not a big deal. Wait out the minute. And let Barcelona dunk on you for however long he wants to. Another good time for donations. And then sometimes Barcelona just hits you because he's a jerk and doesn't understand how bad. How does he know I'm playing? Oh, dude, and he pushed me away from the wall. What a jerk. There's our 5th crystal. Hopefully we can get some number of crystals and get a star rod somewhere. We'll see what happens though. We're gonna try to avoid collecting food because I don't want another heart because that'll stop crystals from spawning. Unfortunately, most of these levels we're gonna use lots of bubbles and probably die a lot, so we're gonna see things that we don't want to see. Alright, there we go. Oh, the item target. Where's that guy going? Oh, here he goes. Alright. We'll get that one just to end the level, or we won't. Ugh. Navigating some of these levels is also just a nightmare. There's a strategy for doing this level. I don't remember what it is, because it's, again, not a level you normally play. Oh shoot, we want the trophy though. If we can get it. We're not gonna get it. Trophy instantly ends a level. Yeah, that sucks. If we don't die, game over, which is a pretty big ask at this point. We won't have to potentially finish every level in the game, but there's a very good chance we are going to be finishing every level in this game. The 30-minute estimate was apparently optimistic for having not played in a year. I guess we'll just wait, because I screwed that up. Don't agree. Again, some of these levels really miserable. This is one of them. Alright, there we go. Oh no, we missed those guys. Alright, whatever. We'll get them this time. It's fine.
Specifically about,
There we go. Unfortunately, we now are going to be finishing every level in this game. Because the game over resets the crystal counter. Normally, you don't want these extra food to spawn. That happens when you kill 2 enemies at the same time.
I've only ever done
Oh yes, I was very influential.
This level is another one of the helicopter levels. If you're really fast, you can kill that guy before he despawns. I did not. Hey, look, a crystal. With any luck, we won't see 7 of those. Oh no, I don't want to fall. Damn it. All right, we got the helicopter though. That's good because now we don't have to wait. We don't have to worry about them spawning more of these guys. Collect the burgers. Casual. Picking up the casual burgers.
The story is my grandfather telling
the ghosts are really annoying because when you open that, you have to hit them twice, and they change directions sometimes when you hit them. Not always, but sometimes. And when they change directions, that can throw off your shots and do all sorts of stuff, so. 68 is the worst level in the game. There's a very good chance I will lose many lives here. Alright, we're gonna do something dumb here. You wouldn't normally do this, but I wanted to just kill those enemies before it became a problem. Alright, we're out of 68. That's great. Nothing else matters. We can hopefully finish the game now. When I say that I have lost many runs, like worthless runs on that level because I've died game over like 5 or 6 times, I'm not joking. That level sucks. We missed the extra continue, but that's okay. So this is the only mini-boss in the game you would normally skip. But since we missed the Star Rod, we're going to have to fight him. If you do it correctly, you can kill him right away over here on the right. Unfortunately, he nuked us. We'll try that again. What?
Like, others are there well in advance, which is good.
Yeah, I missed him. Okay. So now he's loose, and him being loose is not great. Yeah. Because it's hard to hit him once he's done bouncing around here. Alright, there we go. We've rescued our girlfriend, but we still have to break our curse, so we gotta keep going. This game, unlike the original Bobble, has no secret endings or anything. You just gotta do all the levels.
I think like the live reaction of them. Yeah.
There's only one really hard level still coming up. A lot of these levels are just tedious, hard to do fast. Like this level is just annoying. But for the most part, it's like these levels. This level's not so bad unless you die for no reason. Assuming we get up here, or we'll game over. So normally you just float to the top, kill the guys, and it's over. Dying and having to jump back up is annoying. See, missing shots on the moving platform is really rough. That's just because I'm out of practice. Uh, 75 is going to be this level right here is the next, 73 I guess, is one of the other hard levels in this game, because it's hard to kill this guy, which we got really lucky and he died super fast, so that's good. Because those guys can restore HP to themselves, kind of just randomly. We don't really understand why or how, but it's not great. So ideally, it just dies there like we saw, and we don't have to worry about it just staying alive forever. Also, the hitboxes on Bubbles, as you can probably tell, are a little goofy because I was able to hit that guy without being really anywhere near him. And this is the last truly hard level in the game. Hopefully we will not game over here. Alright, that's good. If we're lucky, we can just shoot this guy through the edge here and not have to worry about him. There we go. Level's over. Easy every time. This level we can just wait down here pretty much. It shouldn't be a big deal. Oh no. Again, hitboxes on the Bubbles being strange. So this is the introduction of, oh, not this level. Next level's the introduction. Oh, no, it is the introduction. Okay. So those are death bubbles. If you pop them, you die. So, we try not to pop them.
Right at the end of the game.
Yeah, 2 levels before the end of the game. Now we gotta clip through the floor, hopefully, or no. Alright, whatever. We're gonna do this the old-fashioned way. So there's also air currents on these levels, which kind of hard to tell in the speedrun, but the way you move when you're floating is different on every level. Alright, there we go. Got him. What you don't want on this level is for enemies to be over on the left. where you see the death bubbles, because you can't pop them when they're over there. Well, you can, but you die. We're gonna just take, oh, I guess we're gonna die game over anyway. Now we can take some intentional deaths, it'll be fine. We'll get through the level, and then we can end the game, and it won't be a big deal. See, sometimes these guys just don't die. Alright, so we're just gonna wait for these to come down so we can jump on them. Or we'll try and float up there, I guess. And we'll just pop them, we'll die, level's over. Also, so it didn't look like maybe I popped that death bubble, but bubbles will pop in a chain. So when one bubble pops, it will pop all bubbles that are touching. We're gonna take an intentional death on this boss. Oh, not this boss, sorry, next boss. This boss you just mash on the wall, it's no big deal. Next boss, last level. We're gonna take an intentional death in the middle of the fight to manipulate its position. If everything goes right, they'll die, we'll finish the level. When clear appears, it'll be time. So we wanna die right there, which we did, excellent. So the one whose position we're manipulating is that red one. I did it right, which I did not, but he still jumped into the sparks anyway. He basically gets stun locked till he's dead, and that's the end of him. So time will be in like 2 seconds when that fireball hits the bottom of the screen. Time. 41:30, you know, we're within like 30% of our estimates.
Well, got a little out of control there with
Definitely got out of control. Dying game over in this game, we're going any percent, is a big no-no. Mistake we did make. But Bobble Part 2, good game. You don't normally get to see those last 20 levels, so that's sick. But yeah, enjoy the rest of NES Block.